What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? The old Bayside geocacher, back with another geocaching adventure with StickSport Girl. This one is an adventure lab in the Brandywine Battlefield Park and National Park in the Brandywine Valley in Westchester area. This is a short video, but we've got a little extra adventure there too, because there was a cache on the way to the adventure lab. In any event, hope you enjoy this one. StickSport Girl and I have been out and about doing some caching. If you do, give us a thumbs up. Always consider subscribing down below. You know, Mr. BA is up on Instagram. But before we get to this short caching adventure, a word from our sponsor, CK Productions, LLC.
Episode is brought to you by Corey Katona and CK Productions for all your audio and voiceover needs. Visit www.coreykatona.com for more information. That's www.coreykatona.com.
All right, so we are not in Valley Garden Park anymore. We are back in Pennsylvania, and we are at Birmingham Hill, which is actually one of the sites and one of the points of battle during the Battle of the Brandywine as part of the American Revolutionary War. So we're in a very historic area. This cache, we're pretty close. We're within 15 feet of it. It's a micro. The hint is inside. This is why we never give up. Mr. BA had an idea and he stuck his hands inside and he was able to find it. That was not the first place I would have looked here. But he was able to make the grab.
Up underneath.
Yeah, it's up underneath out there. So if you're looking for it, that's where it is. So we're going to sign the log and we're going to come back to another part of the Brandywine battlefield. All right, everyone, welcome back. We're got our last group of caches for the day. We're going to do an adventure lab here at Sandy Hollow, which is part of the Brandywine Battlefield Trail. There's going to be a few stages. It's like a mile walk, so we'll stop at each of the stages and give you a little information, and then there's a bonus, so we'll make sure to get that before we go. All right, so our first stop is Bang. And it says the most intense fighting of the Brandywine battle took place right here at Sandy Hollow on September 11th, 1777. The battle was a loss for Washington's army, but it was a turning point during the war due to the strong resolve it fostered among the Continentals to carry on the fight for freedom. So Brandywine was a pretty big deal, even though we didn't win it in the Revolutionary War. So the question here is, how many spokes are on each wheel of this reproduction cannon, which is right behind me? So does it say?
Count.
Okay.
Spokes.
Is that this?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it was
10 on each wheel, right?
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. So our next stop is the historical markers, which you can see on either side of me. And they say to look at the left historical marker for the answer to the question. And the question here is, the Battle of the Brandywine involved how many thousand soldiers? So on the sign it says 28,000. That's what I'm going to press. And that's the answer. So we're going to go on to our next stop, which is called Boone Cannon. That's behind me is our third stop. It weighs about 6,000 pounds, which is kind of wild. And the question is, what war is the cannon from? Well, I was going to say the Revolution because it's what I thought, but apparently it's not. A Civil War era cannon. This is why we read the sign. All right. So we're going to go walk into the middle of the field and we'll be back when we get there. So as you can see in front of me, I guess that would be where the battle was actually taking place in this nice open field that we have here. The question here is, which future president was most involved with the Battle of the Brandywine? I'm going to assume it was GW, George Washington, which it is. And we're going to go on to our last location. Alright, so we are at our last stop on the Adventure Lab, and this is called Overlook. So We left the battle scene and now we're at the overlook, looking over the top of the hill. The question here is, who won the Battle of the Brandywine? Well, the Continental Army I know did not, so it was the British Army that did. So that's that. I'll view the journal. We're gonna go find the bonus cache. We are actually gonna look for the bonus cache, which is right. I don't know if there's a cop there. It's right on the bench. So we're gonna take a look over here quickly so that we can check on out and be done for the day.
All right.
All right. So I found it. I'm gonna sign a log and we're gonna be done for the day. Thanks for joining us.